This week we actually are celebrating World Glaucoma Week, and that started on the 8th of March, runs up until the 14th, 2020. So glaucoma is one of the top causes of irreversible blindness in people over the age of about 60, but it can definitely strike at any age. Now, greater awareness is definitely needed to help people catch and to treat it early, to actually go ahead and save their vision. Now, at Dynamic Vision Optometrists, they are going and they are actually giving us all information that we need to know about glaucoma. And on the line, we have Bernadette Vieira, who is one of the optometrists. Bernadette, thank you so much for joining me on the line.
Thank you, Cliff. Happy to join you today.
Awesome. Thanks so much. So just to get straight into it, so of course, this is World Glaucoma Week, and we want to go ahead and make people aware of it, just so that for those of us who actually don't know what glaucoma is, please just advise us what it is and how it causes blindness.
Glaucoma is an eye condition that damages the optic nerve, and the damage is often caused by an abnormally high pressure in your eye. The optic nerve is actually vital for good vision. Therefore, once it's damaged, it can cause blindness.
So worldwide, the average age is about 60 that someone normally gets this glaucoma disease. So just to bring it home into South Africa, what is the average age that someone could actually get glaucoma?
You know, normally people get it over the age of 40 to 60 years. In South Africa, the prevalence of glaucoma over 40 years is between 4.5% and 5.3%. But we must remember it can occur at any age. Even in infancy, you get something called infantile glaucoma.
Sure. So,
yeah.
So should someone go ahead and get glaucoma, or should someone be affected by this? How prevalent is it that the blindness, or rather the glaucoma, can be picked up at an early age?
You know, when it's normally picked up in an infant, one of the clear signs is a hazy eye. You'll see it quite clearly. Then they normally pick it up within the first few months. But the majority of the glaucoma is over 40 years. Also, if there's a high prevalence in your family, if you've got a family history of glaucoma, you should check yourself regularly.
Is there a way to go ahead and actually prevent glaucoma?
Yes, definitely. You should do regular eye checks, because if glaucoma is picked up early, vision loss can be slowed and prevented. The one thing is, when it comes to glaucoma, there's no cure. So prevention is better than cure in this case.
So are we able to pick it up when it's in its beginning stages, so that we can prevent it from going forward?
Definitely. You can pick it up with a retinal nerve fiber layer, you pick it up with high eye pressure. There's so many different things. So in your routine eye exam, all these things will be done. And once picked up, they send you off to get medication or surgery, depending on which stage it is at. And then you save your vision, basically.
So I have read in the article as well that it has mentioned that glaucoma has many stages. And in one particular stage, there comes a point where, should you reach a certain stage of glaucoma, that you actually cannot go ahead and get healed from this, or there's no treatment for it going further, and you'll actually live with it.
Yes, so glaucoma is irreversible. So that's why it's picked up in the early stages. It's actually a non-event in your life, because it hasn't advanced. But if you don't go for routine eye exam and it's picked up in the advanced stages, you can't regain the lost vision.
What are the causes?
The damage is done, basically.
So what are the causes of glaucoma? How does one get it? Or is it a generational thing? Is it part of a family lineage? Or is it something that you can pick up at any given time?
Well, the risk factors include having high eye pressure. So some people get high eye pressure from different reasons. You know, either the fluid in the eye isn't draining, or it's being produced too much. So that's one of the main causes. Then obviously age, being over the age of 60. Then also having a family history. If your parents had glaucoma, your grandparents had glaucoma, puts you at higher risk. Having corneas that are quite thin in the center as well. Having an eye injury, certain types of surgery, taking certain medications, So there's a lot of things that could cause it. So what you need to watch out for, the late stage symptoms, is tunnel vision. But by that stage, most of the damage is done. That's why they actually refer to glaucoma as the silent thief of sight, because in the early stages, there are no symptoms. So the only way it gets diagnosed is when you go in for an eye check in the early stages. By the time you're going to pick up symptoms, it will be at the advanced stages, and then it's irreversible, that damage that has been done.
I see, but this is a conversation that is not actually being held at the moment. I mean, there's most conversations are being held around other sicknesses and around other diseases and other sorts of cases, but I think glaucoma is just one of those topics that is barely covered worldwide, nationwide, countrywide even. You don't really hear about this. How important is it that as a people, as a nation, that we become aware of the seriousness of glaucoma?
Well, I think it's very important, and that's why this Glaucoma Awareness Week is actually so important, so that there can become an awareness. Because, like the stats said, in South Africa, people over 40 years, I mean, between 4.5% and 5.3% have glaucoma. You know, so it is very important that we as a nation start to become aware of the importance of primary health care and doing a regular checkup, not going to the late stages and advanced stages and then trying to cure something, especially in cases like glaucoma when there actually is no cure. Prevention is better than cure in this case.
I see. So just in closing as well there, Bernadette, so in this article it has mentioned that greater awareness is indeed needed to help people catch and to treat it earlier in order to go ahead and save the vision. How can we go ahead and assist in the awareness of glaucoma?
Well, firstly, very important, if you do have glaucoma, remember to mention to your family members that you do have glaucoma, because then they will be aware that they need to test their eyes and mention it to the optometrist that they do have glaucoma in their family, so they can record it on their record card.
Yeah.
Another thing is as well is to speak to your friends about glaucoma so that everyone understands the importance of checking their eyes regularly. And also, if you're going to visit a newborn and you notice a hazy eye on one side, I mean, this is a very practical one. Mention, has the baby been checked for glaucoma? Because I noticed the one eye is looking a little bit hazy or glossy.
Awesome, Bernadette. Listen, thank you so much for your time. It's highly, highly appreciated. Thank you so much for being on the line and for spending your time with me. And of course, on the line, we just spoke to Bernadette. Bernadette, just before you do leave, if anyone were to find any further information regarding glaucoma and the information that you shared, where exactly can they go to find this information?
They can go onto the Dynamic Vision website, and there should be a media press release there about glaucoma with all the stuff we've discussed today.
And what is the website?
www.dynamicvision.co.za.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Highly appreciated. That was Bernadette Vieira, who is an optometrist at Dynamic Vision Optometrist. And of course, this week we are celebrating World Glaucoma Week to go ahead and make the awareness. If you need further information, go ahead and visit their website.